Hi Capricorn, welcome. Happy November. Now my other channel, Brothers of the Sword Productions, has another video out, and it actually is about the Sword Brothers and their history. I translate their seal that has never been completely translated before, and I also connect them to Oak Island and the Knights Templar. Now it's a long video and you have to follow along with the details, but you will be rewarded. Now you have a really interesting, real challenging reading here. Something about some real in-depth thinking that you've been doing. The rune that you received is Radho, and in Latin it means wheel, radius, circle, spokes of a wheel, and it also can be ray of the sun. This is about motion and movement, travel, and even spiritual growth, and maybe visits from people that you haven't seen for a very long time. I think that may be happening too with, Venus retrograde in Scorpio until the 16th of November. There's going to be some reoccurrences of bumping into people from your past. Being contacted. Are you thinking about them? This is about preparing yourself for endings, for new beginnings. Channeling your energy so that you can in sync your physical and spiritual together. I think that's going to be really important from what I see from the overall energy cards of this reading. But before I get to them, the Minciati card that you received is Ether. Ether is the highest rung of the elements. It binds everything. Otherwise, you have the spiritual wands, the intellectual swords, the emotional cups, and the pentacles for earth. But Ether is way up there, putting everything together. I think of it as that dark matter that the scientists can't seem to find, that they say 80 to 90% of our universe is full of. Maybe they're full of it, but I don't know. There is some binding agents that we're not seeing in life. Now the overall energy cards are really heavy duty. You have the Hierophant with the High Priestess. Questions. You have a lot of questions, really deep ones. The Hierophant is about spiritual questions on earth, your beliefs, how you fit into things, how you fit into like-minded people and their institutions. And then you have the High Priestess, which is about the cosmic thinking and spiritually deep thinking about life, bringing these cosmic thoughts down to earth. These are connecting each other. It's just very, very strange. This is in the category, both of them are in the category of the nature of man. You're working a lot of things out with these questions, but you're doing them in the higher self level. The real basic theme of this is, what is this all about? You're questioning things, you're confused yet, and haven't straightened a lot of things out, and you're organizing this in your mind. When you see the Hierophant, you're seeking truths. You're seeking the unknown. What's in front of the Hierophant is known, and what's behind him, behind his pillars, are the unknown. And the same with the Priestess too. She's got the pillars in between her, but she's hiding the cosmic unknown. And now here you have the tactile Hierophant, and you have the cosmic Priestess. And they have to mix some way. I don't think they're oil and water, but I think they're difficult sometimes to sync. Now on the left, for the what you know category, you have the Death card and the Knight of Cups. You are in a transformation. You're questioning so many things that it's put you into a transformation. This is a transition, transmutation, changing form. You're changing your perspective. Now I don't say this often, and this reading isn't for everybody, but I'll tell you one thing, everybody's coming from a different direction and different angle looking at what I'm saying. But a few people are going to have some deaths in their life, like somebody had been sick for a very long time, and they'll be passing. And that's what the Knight of Cups is, passing the cup of opportunity. Things are changing now. He's about love. He's about extending love. It's about bringing peace. You know, after a hard go of it with a terminal sickness, it's a lot of times you just think, yeah, this person's at peace now. But through this transformation for all people, they're going to find a peacefulness about it. Something about the change that made a difference. Someone made a difference in your life as well. Now the cards next door, for what is or can be yours, receive the Ace of Wands and the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is saying that there's going to be sacrifices involved in acquiring what you want. You're going to have to kind of go with the flow, accept some things that have happened or are going to be happening. But there is going to be some new beginnings, spiritual ones with the Ace of Wands there. You got a green light from the cosmos saying, yeah, this is a promise for a new beginning. Get a grip on this wand. Do what needs to be done and accept the opportunities as they come. The Knight of Cups is saying there's opportunity coming, but it's more on an emotional level. And now with the Ace of Wands, it's more on a creative, spiritual level. The Hangman symbolizes the concept of woo-wee, the Tao concept about non-doing. You know, if something's really hard, you just have to work so hard for it, and sometimes you don't even get a reward at the end of it, it's not worth doing it. You know, and sometimes things just come so easy, and then you think that, yeah, wow, that came really easy. Well, that's woo-wee. You know, you allowed it to come into your life. You didn't struggle. A lot of times when you're back there with the Death card, you're resisting change. And I'll tell you one thing, the Death card is beckoning for closures. There is some endings coming and some new beginnings. And you have a lot of questions regarding what's happening right now with this ending. And what's next for you in this new beginning and how you're thinking about it. But good things are coming too, because over there in yourself or self-awareness, you receive the Ten of Cups and the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is the organizer of life, and that's what you're doing right now is you're organizing your thoughts. You're organizing your physical self too, the cadences of it, the pulsing of the heart to go with the emotions, to go with the spirit, to go with your intellect as well. She's about desires. But here it appears that you desire a happy family life, happy, settled emotions as well. That's what the Ten of Cups is about. Personal fulfillment emotionally, and then having it connect with the people in your life and your surroundings. Now the cards in the future, you have two repeat cards. The first one is the High Priestess. She's saying here too is that intuitively you knew this was happening or it was going to happen. You're in touch with it. There's just some inner voice saying, yeah, you know, this is what you need to do, and, you know, you've got to change this thinking about this. And then right above the High Priestess, you have the Hanged Man again, accepting what's coming. Because if you don't, you have the Justice card right next to the Hanged Man. And it's saying some things had been out of balance, or in your future, they were going out of balance, but they're going back into balance. This card is indicating that. There's going to be a good outcome for you. And it's reinforced by that because right next to the Justice card is the Star, the Hope and Healing card, the card about the connection of the celestial with the earthly, the card about having a guardian, somebody overseeing. That's really interesting. You're going to find a safe mooring somewhere and feel a little more comfortable in yourself. I know a lot of people have done some self-soul searching since the summer upheaval with all of the retrograde planets that are now back into sync, and also with the eclipses that were very harsh, making us question our relationships with people and even ourselves. And the next two cards are Queens, Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles. Now you're in touch with your emotions on the earthly realm, finding that in sync. Queens bring understanding, and so does the Star card. So all these questions that you've been having throughout the month, there's going to be some answers to them on the earthly realm and from the cosmic realm. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.